But first, we are about an hour and a half away from a high-stakes White House meeting between President Biden and more than 20 Democratic governors. This comes as Biden continues to face serious questions about his cognitive ability. But he does seem to be cognizant of at least one thing: his job is on the line. And some of those governors he'll be meeting with may want to take it. According to bombshell reporting today from the New York Times, President Biden told a close ally that he knows his campaign may not be able to recover from last week's disastrous debate. And he also knows just how critical these next few days are to keep him in the running. The White House immediately pushed back on that, calling the report, quote, absolutely false. And at the White House press briefing earlier today, things got testy with reporters.
He's absolutely running.
Yeah. Well, he's saying that, and I'm sharing with you his view.
And we would invite the president to come here and tell us that directly.
Noted, Kellie.
But he's awake.
That's inappropriate.
As you heard from your colleague, the president of the WHA, that's inappropriate.
The continued focus for the White House today: damage control and boosting morale. In an all-staff meeting this afternoon, White House Chief of Staff Jeff Zients reportedly urged staffers to tune out the, quote, noise and focus on governing. Some of that so-called noise he's referring to is some damning polling for the president. A new CBS News poll today found that Trump is leading Biden by 2 points nationally and 3 points across battleground states. As some of those battlegrounds include Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, the so-called blue wall that gave Biden the presidency. And the governors of those states are part of the group meeting with the president in just a few moments. We have team coverage on all of this. NewsNation's Kellie Meyer is live for us at the White House, and Joe Khalil is on Capitol Hill. Let's go ahead and start with Kellie. You know, Kellie, a lot of action at the White House today to ease concerns, and that included a call that the president himself jumped on, we heard.
Yeah, and we're also just seeing President Biden. He just stepped out of the East Room pretty quickly without taking questions from reporters after that Medal of Honor ceremony inside the White House. But as you mentioned, he did jump on a call with campaign staff along with the vice president to let them know that he isn't going anywhere and that he is ready to take on former President Trump in November. And it comes as we also saw the White House Chief of Staff, as you mentioned, giving a pep talk to the staff at the White House to keep going. But as you mentioned, it's what we're watching for is that meeting with the Democratic governors coming up in just about an hour from now. Over 20 governors, both in person and virtually, will be hearing from President Biden themselves. It comes after we confirmed that they also met on their own, just the Democratic governors, on Monday. Then the White House started moving on, starting this meeting happening within 24 hours. And now it's coming at 6:30 tonight. We are watching for that to see exactly what comes from it as he tries to reassure these governors that he is staying in this fight amidst other members of his party calling on him to withdraw. Laura.
What a day indeed. Kellie Meyer, thank you so much for that.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.